don't vibe, then it doesn't matter what either of us wants out of the relationship.
If we don't vibe, I don't ride.
I wish you said that louder.
We ride at dong.
Hey, you're listening to Babes and Bad Decisions podcast. We're babes, we make bad decisions, and we're here to tell you about them. I'm Elena.
I'm Charlotte.
And I'm Emily.
No,
Psych, bitch, I'm Charlotte.
Anyway.
I got a twitch in my back.
All right, Em, what are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about fuckboys.
Wow.
Sex. One of these days.
Boys. Okay. So, Charlotte, what is a fuckboy?
Which Charlotte?
Literally
Okay.
every person I have been with.
Is
a fuckboy.
No, okay, so I was like, how do I describe like a fuckboy to people who don't know what that is? But I feel like most people know. But I looked it up. The dictionary definition of a fuckboy is a weak or contemptible man. And I was like, that's it.
The fact that there is
Usually
a
has
definition.
a small dick.
It was like
Usually.
dictionary.com. And I was like, perfect.
.com.
So yeah, you guys don't, that's the best answer and that's the only answer. So
Okay.
Good.
A weak,
And
contemptible man.
we're done.
contemptible man.
That's
A
all
boy.
you needed to know for this week's episode.
And that's it. All right.
Thanks for
Signing
tuning in.
off. So how can you, are there any ways to tell like right off the bat if someone's a fuckboy?
I feel like
You know, it just
It's the vibes.
I was gonna say it's the little things, you know?
It just, comes out really naturally. Like, they could say something that they probably say to every chick that they bang or talk to, and you're like, fuck boy, red flag.
So like a line.
It's the using the lines.
Oh, I got a good one. So I recently got back on Bumble, and this guy starts our conversation with, so, can I get your snap if I give you a shitty pickup line? And I'm reading this, and I'm like, why even bother with a shitty pickup line? You've already asked for my Snapchat. You're just wasting your time and mine.
Yep.
And honestly read that, and I was like, fuck boy.
Yep. Pass on that.
Hard
Correct.
pass.
Yeah. I love a good shitty pickup line, but if it's like, can I get your snap if I like give you a shitty pickup line? And then it's like, are you from Tennessee? Because you're hot.
The pickup lines that your boyfriend used to send you, best pickup lines I've heard in a long time.
They were clever.
They were clever.
Unique.
They were
Amazing. Creative.
Intelligent. Had a lot of thought behind
gas
them.
them up. Why don't you?
No, I'm
He's probably
using
gonna listen to
episode
this while
22.
Elena's editing, and then he'd be like, "I'm honored."
They were like purposely obnoxious.
They were so fucking funny.
Just for the purpose of
The
being
one
funny.
about the door,
the Louisiana screen door. If they try a cheesy pickup line just to be funny or like they know it's obnoxious, but they're kind of doing it as a joke, then that can be cute and endearing. But if they're coming at it seriously or actually expecting it to kind of work or for you to be into them, like actually into them just because of the pickup line, then it's like, no, you can get the fuck out.
Yeah,
Hi, bitch.
I think it's definitely like the vibes, which sounds really dumb. But like when you meet someone and you're like, oh, you're wearing the like frat tank and like sunglasses inside and you're talking like a broski, like maybe you're not the most reliable like person to be in a relationship with. And that's fine. And I know I'm judging right off the bat. And if you are a broski who's very good in relationships, I am so proud of you. I'm very proud of you.
You're doing great.
You're doing amazing, sweetie. But
You're 1 in 1,000.
Teach your fellow broskies how to be
please.
better.
You're that one. That one, like when people say that one, it's you.
It's
Keep
you.
it up.
Can women be fuckboys?
Yeah, I think they can.
Absolutely.
I think that they can inhibit fuckboy behavior, but even a woman who's acting like a fuckboy, I'm never going to be like, oh, she's such a fuckboy. Because it's just like, it just, it doesn't fit.
My thought with women being fuckboys is most of the time I feel like a women.
A women.
I'm doing great, kids. when a woman comes off as a fuckboy, I think it's also her trying to play hard to get and the guy misunderstanding it. And I also think that can easily happen with a guy too. He's probably trying to be like, oh, cool and fly and like, oh yeah, like we had plans, what?
Yeah.
But like low key, he's just being like, oh, I gotta play hard to get. Like I
Right.
can't be too easy.
Yeah.
So what's the difference? I have a question. What's
Yes.
the difference between fuckboy energy or fuck woman energy
Okay.
and playing
Fuck
hard
boy
to get?
or fuck woman.
Fuck girl.
No, woman. We
Woman.
are women.
Oh, women.
We are no girls.
Okay.
Wait, and what?
And playing hard to
Playing
get.
hard to get.
Well, okay. So I think it just, I don't know. You know, all right.
Good answer. That was a good answer.
I think this is gonna be a little bit serious. Like I'm gonna dabble
She's
in some
gonna bring us
serious
back.
topics.
I love it. Bring it.
But I think that honestly, like fuckboy energy or fuck girl, fuck women, whatever energy,
All
I
the
think
above.
stems from someone who is like super insecure.
Yeah.
And so they feel like they have to compensate, and like we're always saying like, oh, you must be compensating for something, but it's like,
But, like,
if
maybe
you
you are.
really, it's usually because they're trying way too hard in whatever facet it might be, whether it's how they're dressing, how they're talking, how they're approaching you, whatever it may be. Like you're probably trying way too hard to act cool and uninterested when really you're just insecure, and so you're having to compensate. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. And I think it's like, because if it's like, oh, I'm playing hard to get, but then as soon as we get on the date, we have like an amazing time. You're like really clearly into me. You're like attentive and sweet and respectful and all of that. Like, that's not fuckboy energy. But if you're like playing hard to get, quote unquote, and blowing me off and being like, oh, yeah, we should chill, and then never setting like a date or a time, or me like making plans and then never following up with me, like that's not playing hard to get. Like that's fuckboy energy.
Right.
No, yeah, absolutely. And I totally agree. And it reminds me of when I was just best friends with my ex, and he had this whole fuckboy energy to him. It was just part of his personality.
Yeah.
And like when we started to like hang out seriously, I literally had to say, I was like, it's just not funny anymore.
Yeah.
I was like, if you think you're playing hard to get or fuckboy, whatever it is, it's sometimes like you just have to literally be like, it's just not attractive.
Yeah.
It's not funny.
Let's put our big boy pants on.
Yeah, you got it's time to grow up.
This is why
Grow
it's
up
called
and go to
fuck
therapy,
boy,
guys.
not fuck men.
Exactly.
So let's talk about some fun fuckboy moves.
Okay.
The first one that came to my mind was ghosting.
That was the first one that came to my mind too.
Wow, twins.
I swear, out of all of the people I've been talking to recently, I think I'm the bigger ghoster.
Correct.
Than the guys.
Are you a fuck
Like
woman?
I'm so sorry, but like one of the guys that I've been talking to, I met him and he had a mask on, and then I realized when we started Snapchatting that he has a full grown beard, and like y'all know I'm just not a beard woman at all. Like I'm a man boy, man child, man baby, whatever. And I saw that beard and I was immediate like whoosh, she was gone.
It was gone.
It was
Off into
you
the
never
night.
heard from me again. I saw that and I was like, no.
She dried up like the Sahara.
the Sahara.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a slight difference between like, okay, I'm going to start talking to you, or like very briefly be like, hey, you know, like to feel it out, and then realizing very quickly like, oh, this isn't my thing, and then just being like, I'm not going to put any more energy into this. Because I was always big on that, like on dating apps, and I always told you the same thing. I was like, if you come a point, you're not like seriously talking to them all the time. If there comes a point where you're like, oh, I'm really not feeling this, then like just don't.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Don't continue.
Right. Don't string them along. Don't continue. Don't feel like you have to make it this big thing, because it's not serious at that point. So like,
Yeah.
just get the fuck out and move on. But if you're like even remotely seriously talking to them for an extended period of time, that was such a
You got
drawn out
there.
way to say that.
You
But
got there.
That's
You know
I
what I
liked
mean.
it. Yeah.
like, then you probably
Unique.
owe that person an explanation or a reasoning as to why you no longer want to talk to them. And again, that's called putting your big boy pants on and like just being a mature human
I
being.
hate the big boy pants though.
Come, but they look so cute.
Yeah. They're so stylish.
Come on, they're so stylish. They make your butt
Everyone
look
loves them.
amazing.
I mean, yeah, but like, okay, I agree with you because this happened to me specifically with like one of the guys I was talking to on I believe it was Tinder, and I call him Stalker Boy.
Oh, God.
I hate that
And
man.
I fully ghosted him, like all no shame
Because he
no
was
regret.
showing
but
up where
he
you were.
deserved it.
He was
Yeah, he was
literally
being
stalking
creepy.
you.
But like also he reached out to me. I mean, he did text me literally every fucking week.
I don't think you've explained
after
this
that.
guy, though. I don't think you've explained Stalker Man before.
Really?
Yeah.
Stalker Man is literally the opposite of a fuckboy, but I would take a fuckboy over a stalker boy any day.
Same.
Like
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Because it was very uncomfortable. Like, basically, I just wasn't into him, and I should have said that up front, but I just didn't because I'm a pussy. But I didn't, and that kind of bit me in the ass because he took me talking to him still as that I was still interested. So he also decided that he found out where I was hanging out with friends one night and decided to show up, like just unannounced, and find me in this bar and come up and give me a hug and then offer to continue hanging out. And I was like, no, sorry, I'm a yeet. Like, we out.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, no,
And then there was
no.
the coffee shop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I told him I couldn't hang out with him, and then I told him it was because I had to study, and he knew where I studied, so he just showed up.
And
Yeah,
she was
don't do
texting
that.
me, and he sat with her while she
Yeah.
was. He watched her study.
I was like, you need to leave.
like that's not okay.
Just
That's
go.
not
And she's
even,
like, what do
like-
I say? I'm like, don't
Don't
leave.
say anything.
Yeah,
like that's not
no,
even rude at that
honestly-
point. Like that's creepy.
Yeah.
And the worst part was was that he came to this coffee shop first for 3 hours trying to talk to me when I said I couldn't hang out, and then went to the bar that I was at that night unannounced.
Mhm.
And I sit there and I'm like,
That's too
This
much.
ain't it.
Yeah.
This ain't it.
we're breaking free, soaring.
Stalking.
There's not a swipe that
Anyway,
I'd give you
we're moving on.
again.
All right. So, ghosting, so our original bullet point was, yeah, basically, I think I've said this before, but if you've never met up with them in person and you haven't been talking to them for like an extended period of time, you don't really owe them an explanation. You can
Right.
just ghost.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Like I don't see that as total fuckboy. I see like if you've been hanging out for a while and then all of a sudden they just stop responding to you, that's ghosting. That's fuckboy ghosting.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
appreciate ghosting. I don't know if it's that I'm on like dating apps more, but like I really do.
It
Yeah.
depends though.
Well,
Because like again, if it's someone that you're not super involved with, then it's like, okay, yeah, sure, like save me the time, I'll move on.
mhm.
But if it's someone that you're involved with and then they ghost you, like you won't appreciate that.
That's
Well, 'cause see, all right.
Yeah.
So
you're
Bumble
right.
Guy and I like we ghosted each other.
It was a
and
mutual
it was a
ghost.
grad-
it was a
Gradual
mutual ghosting. Like, and I don't even really completely understand how it happened, but we would like text each other kind of sporadically. Like there was never any involved like texting throughout the day or whatever, just kind of around whenever we would go hang out.
Right.
And I think I went on a trip or something, so I didn't talk to him while I was gone, and then I came back and we texted like for a day or something. And before that he had been like, yeah, like I want to take you to dinner, I want to take you out, blah blah blah, like insinuating date stuff.
Yeah.
I was like not into it.
I remember you saying that.
And then all of a sudden we just like stopped texting each other because we didn't text each other consistently anyway. So it was just like we never started texting again. And, you know, that was the end. So if you meet someone and they immediately start calling you pet names, like if I meet a guy and
Oh,
he's like, oh
fuck
yeah,
no.
baby, whatever, I'm like, you
No.
don't know me
Oh,
like that.
God.
Yeah.
Or baby
Like,
girl.
I am not your baby.
If I meet you in a bar and you call me baby girl, I'm gone. Bye bye.
Every time a guy has messaged me and either has called me honey, baby girl, sugar, or anything like that, I literally, first of all, I laugh.
Yeah.
And then second, I go, that's so cute. You called me that. Let's not do that again.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so, like,
Yeah.
I just
You're
don't
like,
give
now
a
you're
fuck.
never gonna meet me. Bye, bud.
Like even babe to me, if you pull that out too early,
Mhm.
like yes, that is one that I've never really thought of before, but yeah, don't use the pet names.
Yeah. If I haven't even met
Especially if you're
you,
younger too. That's even
Oh
worse.
yeah. Then it's
Oh.
like
Better
No,
not.
cute.
okay, honey.
Tap him on the head.
Yeah.
Go back to playing Quidditch, Henry.
Henry. So random.
Guys, I have way too much coffee today.
Oh, Lord.
It's fine. We'll get through it.
It's fine. I just woke up from a 5-hour nap, so.
We are on
She's rested.
She's rested. If his phone screen is a picture of himself.
Ew. I've never
seen that.
I've never met a man.
My most recent ex had his screen. That's a
does
picture
not
of
surprise
himself.
me
Not at all.
That doesn't.
And I was
that
like,
really doesn't.
I told him too, straight
Honestly,
up.
I'd be surprised if it wasn't
Right.
him.
No, I told him straight up. I was like, that makes you look like the biggest fuckboy ever. And he was like,
Yeah.
really? No, it doesn't. And I was like, yes, it does. And then the next time we hung out, it had changed. It had changed.
No, it's so funny because her past ex, like, he's not a shitty person. He has he has some stuff that he needs to sort out.
I mean, when it comes to communication,
Right. He has some shit he needs to sort out.
Yes, no, that's
shitty,
correct.
But
Absolutely.
so I had met him years before, similar to how Emily had known him years before she dated him. Like very briefly, but enough to kind of know like his vibe. And and she started talking to him, and the first thing I said to her, I was like, he kind of has fuckboy energy.
He does, though. That's
And
like,
I'm pretty sure I told him that when we were at the boat week, that one boat weekend, and I had to admit to him that I thought he had fuckboy energy, and I was like, I mean, can you really
Blame you.
argue with me?
No. Yeah, because he does come off like that. He's like a good guy and whatever, but he has fuckboy energy.
Correct.
And I call him out for it on a daily basis. Like this next point, if he has a ton of women hitting up his phone, and a lot of them are saved under one initial. For
He
example,
did that?
G or T, and I'm like, I called him out. I was like, you know how sketchy that looks? I was like, the fact that you have saved this girl that he ended up dating, that under one letter, and he was like, no, that's just like what I call her, and I'm like, put her fucking name in there, you asshole.
bro. If I knew that the guy I was talking to did that, I'd be like, you don't want to know what I call you.
Yeah.
Like after that, nope.
Yeah, no, just emojis at
D
that point.
for dumbass.
Douchebag.
Oh my goodness.
Dumbass.
Dumbass. So yeah, if he has a ton of other women hitting up his phone, it's extra points if they are saved under one letter. It's just too much. I don't know if any of you have experienced this or done this.
Sounds like a problem.
I'm like, there's only 26 letters in the alphabet. If you get more than, what if they have like Emily and Elena? Like, is it E1 and E2?
Right. Like how do you differentiate?
You'd be easy in my phone.
Remember that time that I was messaging two guys on some dating app, and I totally sent the message to the wrong guy, and he still went with it.
I know. Like, and you were like, wait, what? Oh, no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Next question.
If his main form of communication is Snapchat, which I am guilty of with anyone whose last name I don't know or first name I don't know, really.
This is literally your boyfriend.
I was going to say, this
Elena.
is funny because I had never had this happen to me before. But yeah, when I first started talking to my boyfriend, so we met on Tinder, we were talking on Tinder, and then we took it to Snapchat, which I feel like is the normal progression from Tinder.
Yes.
But after talking on Snapchat for a while, I remember there was a time where he was like, I got his number, but he was like, oh yeah, like you can have my number. So I had it, but he was like, I only really like use Snapchat. Like I only really text people on Snapchat. And I was like, I was like, that's a little sketchy, but okay.
I do believe though that he was a fuckboy before your
Oh,
relationship.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
And I think that's why that
he asked me before I came over here. He was like, so what are you guys talking about today? And I was like, fuck boys. And he was like, am I a fuck boy? And I was like, well, not anymore, but
you were. You were
at one time. I tell him that all the time. He knows.
Maybe
but
he
yes,
should have
I
sent
do
you over with some fuckboy to-dos.
He should have. I'll give him a call. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I do think that's a little bit. Once again, let's put our grown-up boy pants on and just like use a real. Just text people.
Just text.
It's really not that hard.
Are you running out of minutes? Like, do you not have unlimited?
Yeah, like what's
like
get that unlimited plan.
So if he won't post you on his social medias, he's probably a fuckboy.
Definitely a fuckboy.
If first of all, like if he doesn't post you on Instagram, for sure, maybe he'll post you on his Insta story. Probably not, because too many people to DM there. If he posts you on his private Snap, nobody knows about you except his friends. Correct. Nobody. If he posts you on his Facebook story, he's probably 57.
I was gonna say he's probably an old man.
You should look in your age range, ladies. Unless you're getting that money, then keep going.
Unless you are part of our older listener group.
We do have a lot of listeners over 60. We really do.
It's our parents.
It's all of our parents. And then if he won't like take you on dates or ask you on dates, but is happy to invite you over to, just come chill. Like, just come chill and watch a movie. Come chill at the pool.
Yeah. Also, I fucking hate the whole like Netflix and chill thing. Like, if you want me to come over and have sex with you, like, just ask me to come over and have sex with you. Like, don't try and invite me over to do something else and then try and like work the sex. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just tell me that you want me to come over to have sex with you.
And then maybe we could watch a movie afterwards.
Right. Like, we'll probably end up watching something eventually, but just be upfront about it.
So our friend was seeing this guy. We called him Snack Man. And he literally, his thing was that he would just like buy her snacks. Like, they hung out for like 24 hours almost. And she's like, I didn't have a single real meal. I had cookies and popcorn and candy and snacks and chips and like all of the stuff. She's like, I didn't eat one single real meal. She's like, I haven't had like one vegetable in the past 24 hours.
I'm so here for that.
And so, but it was like he would ask her to come over and like they didn't hook up or anything. He just would like, the first time they hung out, he brought her snacks and wine, gave her a massage, and then left.
The fuck?
And I was like, that's the kind of chill I want.
Yeah.
Then he ended up getting weird, and all of us predicted that because, Snack Man.
Snack Man.
But yeah, if you wanna just have sex with somebody, like, just be upfront and like just have sex with somebody.
Right.
One of the guys, that reminded me. One of the guys that I matched with on one of the dating apps literally opened up the conversation. He goes, hey, so I'm more of a friends with benefits type of person. Have you done anything like that before? Bitch, I'm pretty sure we were on Tinder, and I'm like, what the fuck is Tinder for?
Okay, here's my thing with that. I truly think that you should be upfront about what you want out of a relationship. However, you don't need to open up, like, that should not be your opening line.
Benefits.
Like, hey, just, like, you're really hot, just to let you know, like, I'm only into something casual.
Your elevator speech. Hi, I'm Kyle. I'm a senior at Florida State, and I like friends with benefits. This is my first time in AA.
Like, the fuck? Like, maybe ask my ask what I'm doing.
What's your favorite color?
Ask my major, like.
Perfect.
Yeah, like, let's get to know each other, because, like, okay, I'm fine with that whole thing, but if I don't like you as a person, like, if there's no attraction,
we don't vibe,
there, then I'm not gonna like go hook up with you. Like, that's just not worth it.
If we don't vibe, then it doesn't matter what either of us wants out of the relationship.
If we don't vibe, I don't ride.
I wish you said that louder.
We ride at dong.
My mom's gonna hear this and be like, I hope your dad didn't hear that.
I'm so excited.
Wait, but when he did that, I don't know, this is just how my brain works. Welcome. It's a crazy world.
It's a
we know,
like, black hole.
And so anyway, I'm gonna disregard that comment.
Okay.
He sent this to me, and I just envisioned like me going over to his place, like fucking saying nothing, having like music on or something, and then he turns the music off, and I'm like, yep, that was good. What, it was Chad, right? Okay, yep. All right. Like, that is literally
handshake,
what I like,
and then you leave.
No, it's a nice
like,
little
friends with
fist
benefit
bump.
shit, and then you're out.
A good fist bump.
Oh my god.
And then related to that, if he texts you stuff like, oh, we should hang, but he never follows up and sets an actual time and place, or you guys finally decide to like hang out at a specific time, and then he never like follows up about it until the day of, and you text him like, oh, hey, like, are we still hanging out today? And he's like, oh, sure, yeah, like hit me up, whatever.
Yeah, that's so annoying.
And I'm like,
because again, like, that's you're trying way too hard to be cool about it, you know.
It's being annoying.
Yeah, it's like Charlotte's got to put that on her calendar 2 weeks in advance, dude.
Right.
Like, you can't change now.
If you were in my calendar and you cancel the day of, ghosting.
Well, it's not even
On
that,
my
like,
way.
it's not even the cancel. It's the, like, you don't hear from them part. Because
Yeah.
I've had that happen before where it's like, okay, we make the plan, and then I
You
don't.
stood up.
No. And then I don't hear from you from the time that we've made the plan until, like, the day of the plan, and I still haven't heard from you. So I'm like, did you forget? Or am I just going to go and you're going to be there?
No, that
Like-
happened to me. I was talking to this British man, and we were just gonna like meet up for drinks and like probably hook up because he was only in town for a little bit.
Yeah.
And we were like, yeah, Friday, good, let's do it. And then like that was on maybe Tuesday, and I didn't hear from him all week, and I was like, this is really annoying. So I texted him Friday morning, like, oh, are we cool? Are we still doing this? And then he texted me back, oh, like, yeah, sure, whatever. And I was like,
Don't sound too
Whatever,
excited.
yeah. Fuck.
and I didn't go, and he didn't hit me up, and I was like, cool, okay. Sounds like fun, but okay.
Yeah.
If he tells you, yeah, I just like don't like labels.
Or he just like, oh, I don't do the whole feeling shit. I mean, that is me. Like, maybe I am a
Charlotte,
fuckboy,
you just-
but
You are. That's what we've concluded.
I am
Yeah.
a fuck woman. It's better than a fuck boy.
Fuck women. And
Yeah, that's annoying.
it's like, okay, if you just don't want to be in a relationship, like just say that. You
Yeah.
can be like, yeah, I just like, I'm not in the place in my life where I want a relationship right now. And it's like, cool. Versus being like, yeah, I just like don't do labels. It's like, all right, like you're talking to like 16 other women, and that's cool. But
Yeah.
like, you should get tested, and like,
Yeah.
I probably will like not talk to you again.
Right.
If you're out with him and he, number one, either won't introduce you as his girlfriend, and this is like if you're dating a fuckboy.
Oh my god,
Okay.
that
Like,
fucking
if you've been
pisses
hanging
me
out for a
off.
while, if he doesn't introduce you as his girlfriend, or if he doesn't introduce you at all, if he just acts like you're not there.
Goodbye.
Oh,
Goodbye. I will.
Be-
I
I
will
literally-
interrupt the conversation.
I-
Hello, my name's Elena. Hi, and just reach.
hi,
your
I'm
hand
Elena.
out.
I'm 22. I'm 5 foot tall, and I like long walks on the beach.
No, literally,
And I
what
only
would
do friends with benefits.
What I would do is, literally, what I would do is if he went around and introduced everyone but me, I'd literally be like, "Where's that bottle of Tito's? Yeah, I'm out. Take the Tito's." At
Yeah,
least
just
I
put
got
that on his
something
tab.
from
I'm gonna
this.
go.
Yeah, literally though, I would literally be, "Where's your card?" Yep, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have a night. We'll meet back later.
Yeah, fuck
friends with
that.
benefits,
Or
right? Oh, great, love it.
Fuck that.
Chad, right? Good.
Thad, Brad,
Thad,
Thad,
lad, oh,
lad. Hey, this is my
lad.
boyfriend, lad.
Lad.
It's like the British
lad.
version of having a boyfriend named Guy.
Yep.
Like, this is my
my
American
boyfriend,
boyfriend
lad.
Guy and my British boyfriend Lad.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know about each other. And this is really big at, like, in Nashville, if he's a musician, in anywhere else, if he's a DJ.
Yeah.
And Bumbleboy was a DJ and a musician.
Damn. Yeah.
You're not.
I also
don't.
I've said this always, but like just singers, like any male singers that I'm friends with out there, I love you all. But
My most
I've
recent
always
ex.
said I'm just like I could not date a male singer. I guess I briefly dated one for a little while, and he had like slight fuckboy energy. So
The
there you
fuck?
go.
Slight? Major.
Wait, who?
I think we're talking about different. Oh yeah, we're talking about. So okay, I've briefly dated two.
Wait,
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
Okay, both in high school. One was Tommy, and one was Isaac.
Oh,
Yeah, you
I
know
don't remember.
who
Sounds
Isaac.
great.
is.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow,
Well, the
I have
one I
always
remember
said
was
that-
Major.
yeah, I have always said that like male singers in particular, just no. I just can't. I can't.
I just
do
think
it.
like I'm already a lot, so adding another drama queen
Right.
to the equation, I just
Right. Well,
And the
especially
funny
because
thing
male
is-
singers, like, there's proportionally, like, especially growing up, there's always, like, less male singers. So
Mhm.
if you're a guy and you can sing well, you get told that you're hot shit all the time. So then usually you're kind of a fuckboy because you think you're hot shit, but you might not be.
Yeah. You're hot shit in your school of 700 people.
Right. Yeah.
But, like, welcome to the real world, baby.
exactly.
wild.
Well, world. But both of my exes, my, like, real exes are singers. And it's fine. I'm doing great. Clearly have a great track record with male singers. I think I'll keep it going. And Bumble Boy was a singer.
Oh, there
so
you
that's
go.
fun. I have
That's
a type.
disgusting.
She's consistent.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
I'm nothing if not consistent.
Exactly.
Except not at all. And then I was reading this article, and at the end, it was like, you can't fix them. They are not your sons to raise.
Oh, shit.
I was like, ouch.
True that.
Ouch, my heart.
Fucking true.
You hurt my heart.
Yeah, if you are expected to act anything like their mother, absolutely not.
I'm just such a mothering energy. It's really hard for me. Like, no joke, but yeah.
Right. But like kind of real.
But like, it's kind of real. It's fine. I'm fine. Doing great. Have you ever pulled any of these fuckboy moves? Charlotte said yes to almost
I've
all
pulled, like,
of
half
them.
of them, at least.
Elena had a nice little fuckboy stage.
I did. But I
I
don't
don't say it was fuckboy though.
No, I don't think you were there for my fuckboy stage.
Oh.
No. This is high school.
Yeah. But even then, I don't really think I was that big of a fuckboy. There was this one kid in high school, and I was friends with him. He was in classes with me, like we were just friends. And he always had a crush on me, and I could just tell that he had a crush on me. But it was very obvious, or I tried to make it as obvious as I could, that I was not into him in the same way. And I remember, I think it was sophomore year of high school, he asked me to be his date to homecoming, but he asked me in like he tried to make me feel so guilty for not saying yes. So I ended up saying yes and going with him. But again, I was trying to make it like so clear that like we were going as friends and like it wasn't going to be a thing. And so we go to homecoming. And like we meet up before, we do the whole thing, and then we get there and we like hang out for a little bit, but like we didn't hang out with the same people, so we just ended up like kind of going our separate ways. And then I left with other people, like I ended up just leaving without him and like kind of peacing out. And I felt kind of bad because I kind of did ghost him, even though like I saw him at school after that. Like it's not like I stopped talking to him. But it was a little bit like, oh, he's my date, and I just kind of like ditched him. And that was a little bit shitty of me. But
I think so when I first got to Nashville, I was like, I am very clearly not looking for any type of relationship right now, but I do need to meet some people that, stir my interest up here. So
I thought you were going to say like, stir my pot.
Just
stir my pot of mac and cheese.
And, churn my butter, and I just, but yeah, the only thing, so I just like found a ton of people on Hinge, and, but I only ever gave them my Snapchat, and then I pretty much like, if they sent me one snap of their face and I was like, nope, not anymore, not interested anymore, I would like stop talking to them. And, I like never gave out my phone number. Well, actually, if I matched with a woman, like I would give her my phone number.
Right.
But if I matched with a dude, I would only give him my Snap because like women are goddesses and men are trash.
No, it's this thing that women can appreciate, and it's called trust.
Yeah. Yes.
You don't feel that with anything that has a penis hanging off the
Correct.
bottom. So.
And yeah, well, I guess I never posted my more recent ex on any of my socials except my Finsta. No, that's not true. On my Snap story. Dummy. Anyway.
Dummy.
Can't help you there.
What's
done is done.
What's done is done. And I guess, yeah, that's the only moves I ever pulled. So, all right, what is the worst fuckboy move that has ever been pulled on you?
There are
what
so
hurt
many.
the most?
There are so many.
Okay. So mine was this kid that I dated in high school who was honestly the epitome of fuckboy. And he did a lot of fuckboy shit. Most of it I probably couldn't even remember right now. But I think this was really like the thing that I didn't see coming. Like it was some fuckboy shit that I had never experienced in my life, and I didn't know how to handle it. So we had a very like classic high school fuckboy thing where we were like together and like acted like boyfriend and girlfriend, but like weren't actually dating, and then that would go on for a few weeks, and then we would just kind of like fade out, and he would decide that he wanted to be with other people. And so we actually started dating, like officially dating at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Dated for like a month maybe, and it was super cool, super fun. He was actually kind of a decent boyfriend during that month. And then it got to the point where I was like ready to start, like I was like, I wanted to have sex and like actually start doing things that a boyfriend and girlfriend would do. And like I had sex before, so it wasn't a big deal for me. And then all of a sudden he like stopped texting me and like got super weird and like wouldn't want to hang out and like whatever. And I asked him about it eventually, and he was like, well, I didn't want to like take it to the next step, or like I didn't want to have sex because I thought that meant that you wanted it to be like really serious and that like you were gonna like fall in love, and like I just didn't. And I was like, do you fucking know me?
No, first of all, does he know himself?
Obviously not.
I was like, I just wanted to bang, like
Love and Elena in the same sentence.
I just think he couldn't comprehend that like a girl just wanted like physical stuff, and like that didn't mean that she was automatically gonna like fall in love,
right?
Like, especially with him, like come on.
And also I was like, okay, we've been kind of doing this whole thing like on and off for years, and like we had already done stuff before this. Like this was not the first time we were gonna like be doing things. And he was like weirded out. I was just the weirdest, most backwards thought process I have ever experienced in my life. And I was like, that is the most fuckboy shit ever. That you like fool around with a girl for years, and then once you actually start dating her and she wants to have sex with you, you're like, no, we can't.
You might fall in love with me.
And then you kind of ghost her like halfway because you don't want to actually talk about it.
And then she breaks up and bangs another dude that night.
Right.
Anyway.
That was the guy where I was like, yeah, we were kind of still dating, but like we didn't talk. So I had to call him and break up over the phone, and then yeah, that was that guy.
Okay, I have one. The most fuckboy energy that I have been exposed to, or irritates me the most out of anything, and let me tell you, the messages on the dating apps that I've received say it all. But this one really irritates me. It is when guys feel that it is okay to hit on their friends that are girls, and then act the next day as if nothing happened.
Yeah.
First of all,
oh my god.
First of all, you shouldn't even be hitting on your friends unless you actually have feelings for her and
Yeah, because then you're
gonna
ruin it.
Yeah, and then second, you're gonna act as if it didn't happen.
Yeah.
When you were like, and then you're saying, "Oh, I was drunk, bitch." Sober thoughts are drunk.
Not
thoughts.
always. I said some weird shit last night, and you know that was not sober Emily. That's for damn sure. I don't have those thoughts now. Those do not exist in my brain. No.
You're over here like, yep, and then Emily's like,
Nope.
nope.
Absolutely not. I have said some weird shit
You
while
lost her.
inebriated, and it doesn't compute the next day. I just gotta be honest.
Well, besides Emily's deep dark hole that she calls her drunk mind,
Ugh.
that is the biggest fuckboy energy, and it irritates me the most.
Yeah.
So that's
Well,
me.
that happened to me with our friend, but he wasn't he's not a fuckboy in any means. And he, like, one night got drunk and was like, we were texting, and he, like, asked me out on a date, and I was like, no. And the next day he was like, I was really drunk. I'm very sorry. Can we forget that? And I was like, yeah. But
Like,
he was
bitch.
No, but he's not a fuckboy by any means.
Oh, okay, fine.
I don't know. The worst fuckboy thing for me was with my more recent ex. Like, he would never post me anywhere, even when he would like take me for weekends or like travel to come see me, or I would travel to come see him. He posted me one time on his Instagram, like us singing something together. And it was when I was moving away from Tallahassee, and he was like, oh, this girl's moving tomorrow, so like look at us sing. And I was like, okay, cool. but also
Mm-hmm.
For
ouch.
Leo was like,
Yeah. Screaming inside.
Enraged. But I think and I forgot to say this before, but like one of the things between like a fuckboy and like a player or like somebody who's just playing the game is when a dude gives off relationship vibes, but like you never really know where you stand with them.
Yes.
And I think
X.
Yeah.
no, it's my and our friend's X2, the one that like he gave off relationship vibes while like, oh, but like I don't really want a relationship. And then she was like, well, I do. And then he said, okay, and then proceeded to cheat on her.
Yeah.
So like,
I'm sorry,
you
that's
know,
so mean.
Yeah.
it's just, I mean, it's just true.
My loss in that.
No, it's
so
okay.
mean.
It's okay.
No, I mean, it was jarring, but I think that's the biggest fuckboy move is like the relationship vibes and then, but like never being clear about where you stand with them.
I agree.
And then finally, what is your favorite fuckboy move to pull on others?
Ghosting.
And mine's definitely keeping it all on Snapchat.
Keep it on the snap.
Keep it
I
on
know
Snap.
a good ghost.
I don't know. Like, I don't think I do that
Elena's
much
like,
fuckboy
I'm a
shit.
nice relationship girl now. I'm a
I
good
thought
Christian woman.
No, because I was thinking back to all of my single times, and even then, I don't think I did that much fuckboy shit. But, like, did I? Call
Just
me
having
out on it.
hoes, having a roster.
Maybe like
probably.
hooking up with more than one person one night.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm pretty good about, like, when I need to, kind of being, like, a heartless
She's a
bitch.
respectful fuckboy.
No,
Like,
I think
I don't
she-
give a fuck.
I
Correct.
feel like you would be a very upfront
That's
fuckboy,
the
but it
thing.
would hurt someone with a soul or like
Like me.
feelings.
Like
So
I love
I
Elena,
can
but
only
if
fuck
she
with
ever,
soulless people.
Yeah, there are a lot out there. You'll be okay.
if I was ever on Elena's roster, I would have absolutely gotten my feelings hurt.
Probably.
Absolutely.
I would have been terrified, but it's okay. Like a hot terrified. Like,
Should have been like, hey, I'm
holy
not into
shit,
this
she's
anymore.
gonna fuck me. Holy shit, she's gonna fuck me.
I guess it would be like the whole, I don't know. It's more of like an energy. I didn't do anything specific. But it's the whole, like, you know, calling your so-called boyfriend, breaking up with him, and then an hour later having sex with someone else. You know?
That's it. That's the ticket, ladies. She's incredible.
He deserved it, though, so it's fine.
He did.
That
Wow.
was so good. I'm so proud of you.
That's-
Thank you.
that
That
is
was your
hot
breaking
girl
free moment
shit.
right there.
We're breaking free!
Fucking 1 hour in between the cheater and the Tinder boy.
Oh, no, not that.
Wait, what? That's literally
What? No, this
Oh,
is
wait,
high.
no, that was my best fuckboy
That's what I was
shit.
gonna say.
Oh
Okay,
my god.
I was talking about high school.
No, you.
Anyhow, so yes, I think my favorite fuckboy thing I've ever done was I went over to my ex's house because he was like, oh, do you want to hang out? And I was like, yeah. And I'm pretty sure we went and he bought me food and we hung out. We went back to his apartment. We were hanging out. And he like started to get all like, oh, like let's make out and do all this shit. And I was like, let's not. And he was like, why not? And I was like, well, because I have to leave soon. And he was like, where are you going? And I was like,
Fuck another dick.
like
Sorry, that was
he knew that I was seeing my current boyfriend like very casually, and I was like, oh, I'm going over to his house, and he was like, what? And I was like, yeah.
I'm so glad I reminded you of this moment.
Yeah, that was my favorite thing.
That was a
That
good
is
one.
the
So yeah,
golden chalice.
so yes, I left the cheater to go fuck another man, and then he got butthurt, but like,
Good.
you can fuck off.
You can fuck right off.
Right the fuck off.
Right the fuck off. All right. It is now your turn, Charlotte.
Well, I'm going to repeat what I said last time. This is kind of awkward because a lot of the things we said were things I use in my game. But it's different, though. Okay, so glad we elaborated on this. So this game should go quickety quick.
Amazing.
Quickety quick.
All right,
Like
so
a fuckboy.
basically, we are taking fuckboy-isms, like I like to call them.
A 2-pump
Can't
jump.
wait. 2 pump jump.
That was really good.
Thanks.
Fuckboy-isms, and we are rating them from 1 being like, we could get through this.
Okay.
And
We can see past
5
it.
being holy no.
Okay.
Absolutely
Holy
not.
no.
Holy no.
Holy no.
Grail.
Holy grail of fuckboy.
Okay. First one. Ask for your snap less than 24 hours of talking. 1 to 5. How?
2.
2.
I would even say 1, honestly.
Yeah, that's like fine.
That's
I'd
fine.
say 24 hours is just a little quick, which is why I said 2.
Right.
But
It's a
I
little sus.
If
I
we're being
respect
honest,
the...
You're probably going to try to get me to send you nudes as soon as you get my Snap.
Yeah.
For being honest, it would probably take me 24 hours just to see that he
That's
asked for my
true.
Snapchat. So
Yeah.
maybe
I
even
respect
a
the grind,
0.5.
You know?
I don't even think I'd notice it. Next, wants to hang at his place instead of going out. That really pisses me off, especially if it's the first one.
Oh,
If
the
it's the
first
first
time?
one.
If it's the first time, that really that's a 4 for me.
Yeah,
That
I was
really
gonna
That's
say
a
pisses me
4.
off.
Because I want to meet you out in public first so you don't serial murder me.
Right.
Correct. And I hate when you're like, oh, I want to go out, and they're like, don't worry, I'm not a murderer, bitch. Murderer
what
sounds
I
like
was saying.
a murderer
or
would
a
say.
catfish. I also don't want to be catfished.
Yeah.
Nope. All right. 3, fishing pics.
That's not
Five.
the point.
5 for
5.
me.
That's big Republican vibes for me, and I'm going to give that
Either
a
way.
5.
Absolutely not.
I recently matched on this kid. Wow, on this kid? I
Yeah.
matched on him.
Matched
I matched
right
with this
on him.
kid, and all his bio was, at least there's no fishing pics.
I
And I
respect
was
it.
like, I
You got a
sent him
point.
a message. I was like, you had me at no fishing pics.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, it's such a southern thing.
I don't
It's
like
gross.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hate
God. Okay. Talks about his car like his child.
Elena.
That's like a 3.
I don't know. That's a car guy thing. And I
Right.
don't mind a car guy.
I
but
mean, my 2 best guy friends like love cars, so
It
it wouldn't phase me.
It depends. That one's hard. It
If
depends
it's
on
the
like
only
how
thing he can talk
seriously-
about,
Right.
but if
But,
that's
like,
just
if they're
something
just
he's
into their
passionate
car-
about, that's like a 1 or 2. I'm like not really phased by that.
I would say 1. right.
Okay.
All his pics are from study abroad.
Me. That
Like
one
all
summer.
of his pics on social media.
Social media, like any
Well,
dating platform, they're all
But
from
maybe
study abroad.
it's just because men can't take pictures. So maybe he was finally hanging out with girlfriends that were like, oh, you're in a cool spot. Like, let's take a picture.
See, every guy I know that has a ton of study abroad pics on any social media platform is a fuckboy. He is.
Really?
I
All
was
of
gonna-
my guy friends that have them are fuckboys.
I don't
That's
think
like
I
a
know
1 for
very
me.
many guys with like tons of study abroad
I don't think it would
pics.
affect me. I'm just stating a point.
I
Okay.
don't-
Well,
I don't think that would phase me. I don't know.
I think it
I've
would
never
be like,
thought about
I
it.
think it would also be, it would be a 2 because I'd be like, wow, he's really flexing that he studied abroad. Like, maybe a selfie of
You
him
didn't-
just isn't good enough. He needs to
You-
be in Europe.
you didn't study abroad unless you posted every single picture you took from
True.
studying abroad. And you posted the throwback pictures as well.
Correct.
At myself.
She knows.
Okay. Pretends like he never had plans with you.
Oh, 5.
5.
I fucking,
Get out of here.
Bitch, you were in the calendar. Do you know what that means? It means
I
you
will
were
drop
worth
kick you
something.
into oblivion.
You know, it'd be funny if you were like texting them and then they're like, "Oh, like I totally forgot," and then you'd be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I was texting the wrong." Like if their name was like, I don't know,
Kevin.
Dan.
Dan.
Be like, "Oh, sorry, I was texting the wrong Dan," and then just like fucking ghost him.
I love it.
I think
Damn,
it'd be
that's
funny.
pretty good.
Thank you.
I might use
Take
that.
notes, everyone.
Yeah, tips with Elena.
Okay. Acts like he should be the number 1 priority in your life.
5. Get out of here.
You know?
My dog and myself.
No. Okay, so here's the thing. Like, if we're in a relationship, like I want to be up there. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but like,
Jesus should come
don't
first.
Don't be.
Okay.
Don't be clingy. Don't be weird. Like, have your own shit going on. And if it's early on, then absolutely not.
Yeah. That's a 5 for me.
No.
It's probably a 3 for me.
You're the worst.
Okay.
Okay.
Starts with shitty pickup line. This one is a 2 for me because
It's a-
sometimes they
yeah.
become 5s, but sometimes they're fucking funny.
They are.
I'll go with a 2 just again because it depends on the intention.
Like the
Yes,
guy who
same.
messaged me, like, let me start with a shitty pickup line and then get your snap. And I'm like, well, let's see how good the shitty pickup line is,
Right.
and then we'll decide about the Snapchat.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's
That's
see
a
if you
2.
have some class. Humor.
Before you get this ass.
Oh, put that on a damn shirt. Okay. Immediately asked if you want to be friends with benefits.
No.
Bro,
5.
The
That's a
guy
4.
who did that, I
4.
didn't even respond. That's
So-
a 5 for me.
So that's a 4. I'm definitely not going to respond or give you the time of day, but like there are worse things that you could say. Because I
Yes.
appreciate your honesty.
Yeah. That's a 4.
5. Goodbye. I didn't even
I'm still
respond
not
to him.
responding, but
I didn't respond.
I respect
But like
the
I
grind.
respect the forwardness
Right.
and
Never shares anything personal. This is a full 5 for me.
So if we are only hooking up,
Right.
if we're like a friends with benefits situation or
Mm-hmm.
just fuck buddies, like that's fine.
Right.
I don't even have to. Well, maybe I should know your last name for like
Right.
background checks. But if like I don't know that you have 3 sisters, like
Yeah.
I'm gonna survive.
Yeah.
You know, if I don't know what your favorite color is or that you really like Chunky Monkey, like I'm really gonna be okay.
Yeah.
So I would say that's probably a 2. But if you're like not telling me where you live or like what your last name is or
Yeah.
like that, I don't know, like
Yeah.
like important details that maybe I should know about you,
Right.
then like that's sketchy.
Yeah.
But
I'm with you. I'm going to say a 3. And I'm going to add on the fact that, like, all of the things that she just said, but also if I'm asking you things or if they come up in conversation and you're being, like, weirdly
Yeah,
you're, like,
okay, yeah.
avoiding the answer, then that's also super, like,
yeah, because some things come out naturally in a conversation. So I totally agree with that.
yeah. I'm going to say a 3.
I'm going to lower mine to a 4.
Okay.
Lower it?
I was at a 5.
She's at a 5.
I was like, got it.
Where
You're
are you
like,
lowering
4 is
from?
lower than 3, right?
Has a lot of girlfriends.
Like friends that are girls?
Mm-hmm. You know,
Depends.
having a lot of my friends be guys, this really doesn't bother me.
I'm going to say a 2, and I'm going to say proceed with caution.
Yes.
Red flag.
But
a
it
small
really
one.
depends.
Like the little ones that go on cupcakes, that's
Right.
small red flag.
I'm going to agree with Elena.
I
Proceed
agree
with
the line.
caution.
Proceed
Good
with
one.
caution.
Good
Thank
one.
you. Like a yellow light.
Yeah.
Doesn't reach out at all until the day of plans.
Oh, shit. These are like...
I hate, yeah, we talked about it, but I really hate that. Like,
Yeah.
I
No,
need to
thank
know
you.
that you're, I don't know, because then I get so in my head about stuff. Even if I don't care about you, I just care
Mm-hmm. my
about
anxiety.
like it's my anxiety. She's like ruins my life, and I'm like,
Yeah.
just trying to have a nice day here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, last one has fuckboy friends.
Oh.
Okay.
I would say this is a 3. It could go either way
Yeah.
for me.
I'm going to say a 3 because, you know...
A 3, not a 2, because they're probably also annoying when you hang out in group settings because they're fuckboys.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'd stop seeing you. It's just that you're like, oh, fuck, I got to spend the night with Chad and Brad.
It's a big
Bad,
depend.
yeah.
It's a big depend, but
And
I'm going to say
lad.
3.
3.
I say 3 because also if you guys are in some type of relationship, whatever, like think about who he's closest to, like that's who he's gonna go to for advice. And if he's friends with all fuckboys, like he's gonna get fuckboy advice.
Yeah.
You're
and
gonna
like
get fucked by a fuckboy.
you're gonna get messed. Yeah. And because my more recent ex, like we're like still good friends, so he shares, you know, stuff going on in his life with his friends, whatever. And like I'm just looking at what his friends are doing, not only to like the girls, but to each other. And I'm like, if you ever pulled any of that shit on me, like I would destroy you.
Yep.
So I was like luckily he's been giving them good advice, and
That's
what he
good.
talks to me about, it seems like he has a better head on his shoulder than they do. Multiple shoulders. But yeah, 3, proceed with caution
Yeah.
as well.
and that's fuckboys for you.
Incredible.
And that's
Fuck
yeah,
them, don't date them.
Fuck them, don't date them. And then out fuckboy them.
correct.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like it. And I think that's a perfect note to end on.
Woo. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for listening. You can find us on Instagram at Babes and Bad Decisions and on Twitter at BABD Podcast. Email us at babesandbaddecisions@gmail.com, and you can also find all our episodes and videos on our YouTube channel. Just search Babes and Bad Decisions Podcast. If you like us and want to support us, please take the time to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, and check out our Patreon at patreon.com/babesandbaddecisions. All right, what's our outro phrase for today?
Fuckboys, fuck them, don't date them. Peace out,
Or-
ladies and gents.
If you don't vibe, you don't ride.
And on
Go
that
get
note,
him, ladies.
Both
good
good
night,
options.
Chicago. Oh, it's Wisconsin. Thank you, everybody.
It's Wisconsin.
Bye.